Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz on April 3, 2015 at 12:13 a.m. Birmingham. Topic, three events, three things. One, the airliner that crashed in Europe because the co-pilot decided to kill himself and everyone with him. Those aircraft are designed even without a pilot. They can take off, fly to a destination, and land and stop and taxi. They can do that without a person being aboard. They've had that technology for a number of years. And the one thing that bothers me a lot is the fact that this airplane flying, I think it was a short flight, less than 2 hours or maybe 2.5 hours, was seen by the radar of going down, knowing exactly where that aircraft is and knowing the terrain, knowing the altitude that he's flying, and know the height of the mountains between him and the airport they're going to. Why don't they, and I know the airplane has the autopilot that will do it, and they said they can override it, but then there comes a time when I believe that, in fact, I know the technology is here, is for this emergency situation to be taken over where the man can't stop it, where the aircraft knows it's about to hit a mountain a mile or 2 or 3 in advance, and it climbs without the pilot's permission, regardless what buttons he turns off and on. They can do that. Why don't y'all do that? It can be done. And I just wonder why it's not already on aircraft. And that is a major safety feature there that could have been used. Not only then, but the plane that dropped in the ocean over around the, I can't remember, Bangladesh or wherever it was, that plane too could have, back in my training days, if the airplane gets out of hand, the best thing to do is let go of everything, and it will actually pull itself out of a spin. And then you can take control of it and prevent a stall or something like that. But in any case, why don't they do that? All right. Another thing, people everywhere around the world are saying this thing. They're hearing their names called. It's just taken over. And there's many people reporting this. I'm hearing my name called in unusual places at unusual times. And I think that's rather interesting because in 2010, I was downtown Birmingham inside of an empty building that belonged to a friend of mine. And I am in there doing a report, a write-up on it, and what it would take to remodel it, to prepare it for rental. And it's a 3-story building. And again, it's downtown Birmingham. It's like each level's 16,000 square feet. So it's pretty good in size. But I'm in this building alone, by myself. Clearly, I'm pulling a tape measure in one part of a wall. I'm on a ladder going from one ceiling joist to another, which is also the floor joist for the floor above. And when I'm pulling the tape, I hear the name, and there's a female, very gentle, very soft. She said, "Hi, Jody." And I thought, well, maybe it was a friend of mine. It sounded like a friend of mine, that she and I have been close for a long time. But I'm thinking, how in the world did she get in this building? The keys are in my pocket. And then I come off the ladder and I said, "Hey." And I look around, I didn't see anyone. I said, "Where'd you go?" They were gone. That happened to me. And it happened again 2 weeks ago in my house. I'm alone. I live alone. Both my daughters are married and have families. I'm in my house by myself. And I am again over measuring some curtains I bought for some windows, and I'm measuring the bottom of them so I can take them and cut them off. And this sewing machine you see right there, I'm going to hem them up and I'm going to put them back up. Well, while I'm doing this, I hear the same, "Hey, Jody." And I'm sitting there like, how did they sneak up on me? And after I pulled my tape, I stood up and said, "Hey." And I looked, I said, "Where'd you go?" Well, it happened twice. All right, well, let me move on from there. The other, and this one maybe be a little more interesting for what I told you, is the beast mentioned in the Bible. In your mind, just think of what you think it would look like. Picture that in your mind. A large, ugly, horrible beast, right? This is what everybody believes. But according to Sharon Gilbert, she's the one that's an expert on Ebola. She said the beast mentioned in the Bible in your mind, and you think this is a large, ugly monster. She said, not so fast. That beast can be the Ebola virus. And you know what? I never thought about that. And she actually talked about that on one of her blogs. I think it's very interesting. And you may want to go and look at that. So the beast in the Bible may not be this giant, ugly monster that we're going to, I'm sure there will be, okay? There's going to be a lot of horrible, ugly things there. But the biggest and baddest of all could be a virus that, when looked at through a microscope, it's an ugly critter. Anyway, a couple of topics there to think about, especially about the airplane. Why don't the airports make sure that a plane is not going to hit a mountain? They have the ability to software this thing and make that plane get over that mountain. Jody Wolf, Expoz.